Good afternoon, Revenants, and welcome back to Code Vein. Previously, we managed to save Emily, but we've lost track of Eva. Thankfully, we know exactly where she's gotten to. But before that, let's check out some of the new goodies that we earned last week. Scathach is a surprisingly shallow blood code without really much to talk about. Its stats are B across the board, and it doesn't have that many gifts, but what it does have is quite spicy. Crimson Moon creates a broad sweep of flame in front of you. Ember Reversal launches a flame shot over the top of your head to hit behind you. Time Crunch allows you to spend Ichor to make charge attacks faster. And Peony Flash creates a huge AoE of flame centred on your position. We also earned the Blazing Claw weapon. As you can probably guess, it's a flame sword. On paper, it's fairly standard as far as a sword weapon goes, but the charge attacks are the really spicy part. Nice! And one other thing that I forgot to get way back in the mountains. If you go back to the spot where you meet the first Yeti monster, there's a treasure chest right there, containing the Garnet Splitter halberd. The Garnet Splitter is a halberd with a lot going on. It's got inbuilt blood damage, a wave attack on heavy strikes, and the highest defensive stat of anything in its category. Right, on to progress. Go back to the Iceless Falls missile and head down the ramp to the big Kingdom Hearts door that we saw last week.
Did Eva go through here?
One spooky tunnel later, we come out at the Crown of Sand.
Look, there used to be just ruins here, but now they've been turned into a desert. The Successor who created this crypt used their very last ounce of strength as they struggled to resist their relic. The wind scattered salt from a dried-up lake over the land nearby, making it barren. Now it's the same kind of desolate place as the one where Eva was born. She and I promised each other that if one of us fell to the thirst, the other would have the last of their humanity. Eva is waiting for me, just over there. I'm talking too much. Anyway, I'm going on ahead. This is between me and Eva.
We need to hurry too. How are we supposed to get up there?
We've got a junction right off the bat. Left has a small amount of treasure, not really much worth talking about apart from one key thing.
Something in the sand.
Last week we had to deal with floors that drained your health. Here, the sand drains your Ichor. It works a bit like the deep water back in the Howling Pit, so as long as you're not moving slowly, you should be fine.
Safe outside the deep sand.
Hop between these patches as you move forward. At the split in the road, you'll find a bunch of treasure to the right, and our first encounter with the Dust enemies. They're basically recolours of the lightning guys from the Howling Pit, but instead of electrical damage, all their attacks inflict leak instead. To repeat myself from last week, getting hit with leak gradually drains your Ichor over time. Once you're done and heading the other way, mind out for this guy. The wiki calls these Dust Bandits, and they're real nasty. They have a bunch of projectiles that all inflict leak, and this huge dust shield that makes it impossible to see in melee. It doesn't do any damage, but it drains your Ichor without inflicting leak. Thankfully, these guys are all mega weak to blood damage, and we did just get a new blood element weapon.
How's this?
Once you're done, claim your prize of the next Harmonia Vestige. This is the final crypt area, so this is the last zone where you need to have found all the vestiges to get the good ending. Turn back and make a right at the bottom of the ramp this time, so we can start making progress at last.
No harm in being prepared.
It's not that complicated moving forward, but when you reach the T-junction here, take a right at the wrecked car to get our next vestige at the end of the alley.
There's something in the sand.
Everything will be alright.
Watch out for these fuckers in the red shorts. They've shown up before back in the city centre, and they're nasty. On paper they're just basic Lost, but they've got a really mean moveset of high kicks that do way too much damage. Left again at the barricade, and left a third time to climb this little ladder for vestige number 3.
Why am I all alone
That's a real
in a
gem.
place like this?
Go back to the barricade and take a right this time, to climb another ladder and fight one of the dusty boys. On the other side of him is this huge sunken arena full of slimes. It's well worth fighting your way through, as there's a regen extension factor in the middle, and the slimes are all worth a good chunk of haze. Drop down through this little alley and turn right to get a missile before you move on.
Oh, I didn't expect to see that stuff here. We can rest here for a while.
Watch yourself at the top of the ladder. There's an enemy to the left, way back there, who will throw these huge boulders at you. It's very easy to get stuck in an infinite loop of damage. The trick is to stay as close to the edge as possible, as the boulder has a small gap that's just about the size of your character between its hitbox and the wall. A little ways up, we take a quick right and jump through this breakable spot. That'll get you a bit further up the ramp without risking of getting smushed. Unfortunately, this prick will just respawn if you rest, but thankfully there is a way to get around uncontested. Skirt around this sandy part to get the jump on the turret.
Like getting shot at.
Then take a right to fight another dust bandit.
Cul-de-sac.
Once you win that, you'll get the treasure chest containing the Suicide Spur. Alongside looking fucking cool, this thing also has the highest dark gift boost for its entire category, tied with the Black Blood Liberator for best dark boost in the whole game. It also has a lot of slash resist and a lot of reek resist. Yes. It also has a lot of slash resist and a lot of leak resist. Back on the main path again, watch out for this pale bug. These guys have great swords that are very hard to dodge. Once he's done, go down the nearby ladder and follow the path to the elevator. This will get you back to the starting missile, and it means you don't have to go up that death ramp again.
Who knows what's waiting through here?
Also down this small alley full of turrets next to the ladder is our second to last vestige. Once you see this big pillar, mind how you step as you move forward. There's a lot of hidden slimes in this sand. If you're willing to give up the active gift slot, the active IFF gift from the Hunter blood code will help you see the ambushes coming. Once you're across, this ladder marks a small ridge with a bomber enemy and the rotten missile. Head back up and go towards this big open area. Again, mind out for the hidden slimes as you fight the big pale boys. In the corner next to the wrecked taxi is our final vestige. Kicking this ladder down unlocks the final shortcut, and now we're on the home stretch. Just down the end of this hallway is the last rotten missile, which is not a standard missile for some reason, and our attendant Themisto.
I've been waiting for you. Please, spin a thread of memory for me.
Hey, make sure you don't suck out too much. These humans die easily from blood loss.
Are you really sure it's safe for us to be snatching humans like this? If one of Silva's dogs gets wind of what we're doing...
They're the ones sitting pretty and getting fat with their levies. We have our rights. You're so annoying! Stop that ear-splitting racket!
Are you alright? You can't talk, can you? Looks like your throat's been crushed. Don't worry, everything will be alright. I promise I'll keep you safe. I had the chance to read your letter. Unfortunately, I can't grant your request. I'll come straight to the point. There's no future in being a revenant. Don't throw your life away. Forget the past and live as best you can here.
Forget the past? That's impossible. My heart aches every time I see those eyes full of sorrow. Why am I all alone in a place like this? What can I possibly do to make it easier for him?
We're very lucky you requested an examination. I've never seen compatibility numbers like yours. But I do have to say that the numbers aren't everything. If you fail this, you will lose yourself completely. Are you sure about this? You're certain then? Well, I'm sure your determination will prove to be an invaluable asset through the process.
You can talk? Wait. The new successor they mentioned.
Jack, there's something I've wanted to say to you for a long time. Thank you for saving me. To think that this was the only way we could find to see the relics.
There's no choice. Letting them frenzy would cause even more suffering. It has to be done. If you can't accept that, then leave. I know that you've got your song to subdue them. But can you really take on more than one relic?
It hurts a bit, but I'll be fine. Besides, it's nothing compared to the pain you always carry.
It'll be safe here. Let's rest a while.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Forget it. After all, it is nice to look up at the stars every once in a while.
is off. Have I heard this song before?
Eva. You don't have to fight anymore. Don't worry. It's all gonna be okay. I'll take on the relics now. Don't try to stop me.
That's a mean one.
The Successor of the Throat is all about positioning and awareness. This baby is all AoE all the time. During phase 1 she'll throw out these big hands out to the side that will track you and attack from beneath. You can't block them, so just time your dodges. Other than that she doesn't have much. She'll try to backhand you, slam you, and spin! Like I say, just be aware of your positioning and you should be able to dodge just fine. When phase 2 rolls around, she gains new spells, casting these vortexes at the edge of the arena, a big pulse focused on her position, and blades that will start at the edge of the arena and zoom inwards towards you. I recommend bringing as much stagger as you can manage. A lot of her attacks have big wind-ups that you can knock her out of. And ice damage if you still have it from last week.
Bring it any time.
So, it's over.
No, this isn't the end. Come on. Let's go see her again.
What do you say? It's not possible.
When I first met Jack, I was just a possession owned by revenants. My throat was ruined. I couldn't even speak. But he took me in without a second thought. I always felt that I was in his debt. I have a naturally high compatibility, so if there's any way that my body could possibly be of use to him, then it is his, even if it costs me my humanity. You're finally awake, Jack. Are you still in pain?
I must have fallen asleep. But I'm fine. Don't waste your voice on me. This isn't the time for it.
I'm afraid I can't obey that order. I enjoy singing for you too much. Don't blame yourself for this, Jack. You were always so kind to me. I have no regrets. Still, I wish I could sing for you one last time.
I've put you through far too much.
No, you haven't. When I first met you, I had absolutely nothing. You gave me the light of hope. And my voice. Please, don't be sad, Jack. From the moment I took on my role, I knew this would eventually be my fate. But I was still happy. Because I was with you.
Yeah. Me too.
Your mission is an important one. So go on, and burn bright, while the candle of life still burns.
Eva. Will you sing for me again? One last time?
Unfamiliar cadence, smell the scent of your youth, fragrant in the breeze. Sitting in your bedroom, all alone you wait to hear the sound of a door once locked, now opening. Every time your frozen memories come to thaw, bit by bit melts away, till there's nothing at all. Even when they're gone, you hold on so tightly to them. In your heart you will never forget. Birds sing in the distance, old familiar cadence. Smell the scent of your youth, fragrant in your name. Sitting in your bedroom, all alone.
Thank you.
Hear the sound you've been longing for a lifetime.
The relics.
Eva!
Eva, she's back to normal.
Amazing. Did she resist the relic's effect? Maybe it's because we were there to treat her immediately.
Thank you. You held the threads of my tattered heart together.
Eva. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. Would you let me stay with you a while longer?
Do you even need to ask? We're going after Mito.
Wait. How do you even know where he is?
He's performed countless experiments on the relics, and now he's stolen the ones inside Eva. I think I know what his plan is. Reviving the Queen. In order to do that, he'll have to take Silva's relic as well.
So, Silva's a successor.
That's not the only problem. The Red Mist. The jail of the mists that covers the world and deepens Revenant's bloodthirst. The one who created it is none other than Silva.
What? Why would Silva do that?
Soldiers were needed to fight the Queen when she frenzied. Since humanity had already suffered significant losses, Revenants were created to swell the ranks. In the end, we succeeded in stopping the Queen. But there are a lot of humans living in the world outside. Without the Red Mist, both starving Revenants and the Lost would be able to roam freely. It was created to prevent further tragedy. Though, I have to admit, if every Revenant was like you, it wouldn't have been as much of a concern. We'll take the path to the fortress. With speed and a little luck, we might catch him. Oh, and don't forget, those who carry a relic are always at risk of frenzy. Don't let your guard down, not even for a moment. sharp eyes, kid.
Victory earns us the Harmonia blood code, which is a very cast-heavy code. Volatile Storm you actually saw in action during the fight. It creates a series of sand blades that converge on the target's position. Very good for crowd control. Sand Edge creates a pulse in front of you to force enemies away. Gift Prowess just increases your casting speed for a while. And Supernatural Blood allows you to keep casting even when you're out of Ichor by using HP instead. Returning to base lets us have a quick chat with Eva and Jack, as they're now both potential partners.
I thought I'd never see Jack again. Thank you. I'm Eva Rue, Successor of the Relic of the Throat and Watcher of the Relics. I'll be staying here for a while, so let me know if you need help with your exploration. Jack told me about you. He said your actions in Operation Queenslayer were exemplary, and he's grateful for your service. He looked happy to be fighting at your side again, even if he'll never admit it. The loss of the mist invites total ruin. We have to prevent that.
I have to thank you again for what you did for Eva. So, you can make other people's power your own by taking on their blood codes. You'll need strength for the battles ahead. I'll lend you mine. Take it.
We can even get the Heimdall code from Jack. It's a highly aggressive melee code with very little room for weight. Charge Accelerator increases the speed of all charge attacks, including Drain. Regeneration Shift reduces how many times you can heal, but increases how much you can heal each time. Night Fog Veil makes you harder to spot. Severing Abyss does a big overhead leap and slam. Morale Boost instantly restores all stamina and increases your max stamina for a short while. Finally, Sacrificial Edge inflicts you with damage over time, but massively boosts your basic attack power. We also get the communal gift for both of them. Eva's is Ephemeral Refrain, which increases the drain and gift power, but increases all Ichor usage. And Jack's is Fatal Surge, which increases attack, improves stamina efficiency, but completely blocks all healing for its duration. I'll see you next week when we make our move on the Provisional Government Headquarters. Until then, good night, and much love.